Hello and welcome to Tricks of the S-Trade channel. Today is the 17th of September 2017, and today's video is a little bit different. I just want to do something and just try to answer or just give you my opinion. So this video is not based on any facts, so I don't want anybody maybe asking me any questions and saying, what are you talking about? So the title of the video in the first place is called A Theory of Surrogates. So if it's your first time on the channel and you are trying to understand what I'm saying, you need to pause the video right here and go look for the primer video. When you're done watching the primer video, then you can come back and continue watching this video. In a second, I want to point you to how to watch the primer video on this channel. So the primer video is going to be the oldest video on this channel. It also has a playlist. It's called Primer. Like I'm hovering my mouse over right there, you can actually see it. So when you click on the video, you can watch the video, and also on any video that you watch on this channel, there's a description section. So when you click on the description section right here, as I'm hovering my mouse over, it's going to take you to our document. It's called Male versus Female Visual Differences. So if you're solely interested in the topic of transgenders, you need to grab this document. It's free for download. It's going to take you like 30 minutes to go through, even though it has 44 pages long. But when you go through it, you'll be able to transvestigate anybody if you're solely interested in transgenders. But the channel, even though we feature a lot of transgenders, is not really about transgenders. It's about making you understand your world, giving you food for thought so you can understand the way the world works, and trying to make you understand that there is a God and there is a devil as well. So that's what the channel is mostly about. So the topic of today's feature, we're not featuring anybody on today. We just want to talk about something. Like I said at the start of the video, it's called A Theory of Surrogates. And like I said, this video, because our channel is solely dedicated to presenting facts to you, this one is not based on any facts. It's just based on a theory that we have of how surrogacy is involved, or who are the people behind bringing in children into this world for these transgenders. All right. So to go on further, I'm trying to know where to actually start the video, but before I can go any further, I like to put some certain warnings in place, that there are channel rules in effect on how you label someone a transgender. To avoid slandering, you have to provide pictures, links of pictures or videos on how you come to that assertion based on facts, based on the fact that the female skeletal structure is designed to give birth, and because the female skeletal structure is designed to give birth, a woman is going to have her hips below her crotch, she's going to have a wide pubic arch, she's going to have an arch in her back, and she's going to have a tilted pelvis forward. These are all requisites for childbirth, which is this is what actually differentiates the sexes between male and female, because a woman can give birth and a man can't. So if you're going to label someone a transgender, you just can't say the person is a transgender. You have to supply the pictures of those person in links showing that that person has the female skeletal structure which I've talked about, or doesn't have one, to label someone a transgender. If your comments start with skull references, brow ridges, index fingers, jaw lines, long torsos, long arms, Adonis belts, and that's how you label someone a transgender, based that the person has those features, your comments are going to be blocked or deleted. Because like I'm saying, this channel is an education channel. It's not for entertainment reasons. A lot of people might be expecting that I should be having a video every now and then, but if I don't have nothing to say, anything valid, I'm not just gonna make a video just to entertain you and keep you hooked on the channel. All right, that's not what this channel is about. It's just about educating you and make you understand your world. So to go further now, if you've for the older subscribers and for the new ones, I hope they've watched the primer video before I can continue on. We're talking about a theory of surrogates. A theory of surrogates in the sense that if transgenders, all right, being faked to bear children, in the cases of so many transgenders that we have, for example, one of the most popular, which happens to be Beyonce, we have Serena Williams, we have Ciara, We have Derek Ho. We have Iggy Azalea, not pregnant yet. We have people like the list is endless. David Beckham. You have other people like Derek Hu. You have other people like the list just goes on and on. I'm not just gonna call out any more names because I can do that all night. It's gonna take too long. So what we're talking about is if these transgenders give birth, how come that the children which they give birth tend to look like them? Now, before I go any further as well, I would also at this point like to recommend that you watch the Lisa Lopes video in which I talk about the fact that DNA isn't real, that they don't actually know, there's no such thing as DNA based on the Vatican code of numbers that's being used to tell us that DNA is made of that you takes 23 chromosomes from a man and 23 chromosomes from a woman to actually make a child possible. And I've talked about the fact that that is fake science, that the only way they can find out if a sperm is carrying male traits or female traits is that the male sperm swims it swims faster, is bigger, and doesn't live very long. And then the sperm that carries the female traits is much more slower, lives longer, and is smaller. So that's how they can distinguish between which one is male and which one is female when they're doing in vitro fertilization. So if we found that out now, the question now, we go back to the question is, how come that the children that this supposed transgenders fake as giving birth to tend to look like them? So I'm going to propose a theory to you of how this is possible. So let me get in.
Miles west of Jerusalem, archaeologists found this biblically accurate stone matching the description of the Ark of the Covenant.
Hey everybody, no they didn't. Every single word of this is wrong and that picture is fake. To begin, Ron Wyatt only ever claimed to have seen the Ark of the Covenant underneath the Garden Tomb, which is not 12 miles west of Jerusalem, but in Jerusalem. Ron Wyatt also claimed that God made it so all the pictures he tried to take of it were too fuzzy to be of any use. So that is a staged photograph. That is not Ron Wyatt's photograph. Also, there were no archaeologists involved. Ron Wyatt was never an archaeologist, neither was anyone on his team. These were all hobbyists, and they made an arrangement with the Garden Tomb Association to allow them to dig. And the Garden Tomb Association closely supervised their excavation, examined everything they brought out, and then went in and investigated everything that they dug up. And they have stated in a formal letter that Ron Wyatt never found any such thing whatsoever.
Ron Wyatt was working on a biblical excavation of the area when he discovered not only the Ark of the Covenant, but the actual